Hey all, it's 2024. About time. I mean, okay, 2023 wasn't awful for me by any means. It was actually pretty decent. It's just by the end of every year, I just kind of want it to be over and move on with the next year, start new chapter. But either way, it's 2024, and I figured now is a perfect time to give an update to the channel, a New Year's update, if you will. But to make it more interesting, I figured I'd also tag on the Q&A, as in answer all the questions you guys asked during my mini Christmas video. So if you're only interested in the Q&A, then I recommend just going to this timestamp right here. But if you want to hear just general updates to the channel, let's go. Also, please be aware that I'm going completely unscripted in this video, so I'm going to go complete... I rubbish without a script. I don't usually do these videos where I just talk to the camera. So I'm going to be rambling, I'm going to be repeating points, I'm going to be a mess, so just bear with me, please. Alright, channel update. So, what's going to be coming to the channel in 2024? Well, I'll start by telling you what's not going to be coming, the monthly film rankings. Now, I did enjoy doing these videos for a little bit, but after a while, and especially recently, they've just gotten really repetitive, and I just want something a bit more unique, something different to do. But more importantly, I just realized recently that I hate scheduling. I hate doing that. I hate trying to get like these tons of videos out every single month because it just stresses me out and I'm never able to actually pull it off. They always delay to the end of the month. I mean, the July film ranking, god, that one was delayed and it annoyed me so much. But yeah, I hate trying to keep to the schedule. It just stresses me out. And if I get rid of the monthly film rankings, I don't have to worry about that whatsoever. But yeah, I just don't want to do the monthly film rankings anymore. I'm kind of done with them. They've kind of stopped me from doing like other videos I was interested in because like, oh, I can't do that because it's, you know, it takes up too much time and it'll delay the monthly film ranking. And you know, the Puss in Boots retrospective, that delayed the July and August one. It's like, so you can see why I felt that way. But if I just don't bother about the monthly film rankings, I could just make whatever I want, and that's honestly what I prefer. So yeah, that's the reason why the monthly film rankings are stopping. But you know, they were enjoyable for this 1 year. Now, I know I just said that I hate scheduling, hate getting like a specific video out at a certain time, but that doesn't mean that in saying that, I know it's going to sound a bit hypocritical, but I am going to aim in 2024 to get at least one video out every month, at least one. But thing is, it's going to be better for me than just doing the monthly film rankings every month, because I never specify they have to be long videos. They could be shorter videos, they could be, I mean, they could just be YouTube shorts if I wanted to, but just some form of upload every month. That's my goal, and I feel like that's a lot more manageable. And I can use small videos to work around exams and stuff. Actually, that's another thing I should bring up. Exams are I've got a lot of exams this year, so videos will be slow in January, May, and June, I think. So yeah, I mean, okay, January won't be too bad as I've got a video scheduled for tomorrow actually, so there's your January video, and obviously there's the December film ranking, which will come out at some point in January, but that one will most likely be delayed because I'm busy with revision and all that. So yeah, at least that'll be the last one. I don't have to worry about them anymore. Yeah, like I said, May and June. Yeah. Speaking of content not coming, I should probably address the Doctor Who content. Now I stopped doing Doctor Who content on this channel and said, oh, I'll do it all on the second channel, and I was like saying, oh, I'll review the 60th anniversary specials. I haven't done that, and to be honest, I'm just done with Doctor Who content. I'm not going to use that channel. I'm probably going to delete it at some point. I just can't be bothered, to be brutally honest. Like, when watching the 60th anniversary specials, I did really enjoy them. I'll go more in depth a little later in this video, but I did really enjoy them. But do you know one thing I didn't like? The fandom. It freaking pissed me off now. It's just like, I don't want to have to make a video on something and then have to just put up with people being like, oh, this one was crap, oh, it's woke. I'm just sick of that. I can't be bothered. It's like with films, you know, it's more singular. They don't, a single film doesn't tend to have a pre-established fan base. Like, you know, yeah, it's a bit easier. Like, I mean, I suppose there's like franchise films like Star Wars and Marvel, but I'm not big on them. So for the most part, I don't have to deal with the stupid fans, whereas Doctor Who, I do, and I just really can't be bothered. I'm not saying I'm going to be 100% done with Doctor Who content though, as there may be some coming to this channel in the future, but they'll be few and far between and will be like more analytical or high effort and just or detailed or something like that. They basically be videos like the Revenge of the Cybermen documentary, which is the only Doctor Who video I kept on this channel because I really like it. They'd either be videos like that, documentaries, or they'd be like, I don't know, videos like my film analysis for a certain story. Like, for example, I could do a video analysing World Enough in Time of the Doctor Falls, for instance, but that's what it will be. It won't be regular Doctor videos. It'll just be like, if I get inspired one day and want to do a Doctor video, I'll do it, but I'm not dedicating a whole channel to it because I just cannot be bothered with the fandom. So that's why. Now, what videos will actually be coming in 2024? Honestly, I don't know. I don't like making, promises I don't actually know the answer to. So, yeah, the videos will just come when they come. That's just how it is. I mean, okay, I've got a video coming tomorrow, as I previously mentioned, so hopefully you enjoy that. And I have got a big ranking video planned for 2024. And if you're wondering what that is, basically, this year, I am going to marathon through every single film which was nominated for Best Animated Feature at the Oscars. I'm going to watch all those films and then put them in a big ranking video, which will, I don't know when it'll come out, but I'll probably work on it mostly after my exams in the summer, just because that's the most amount of time I've got. So yeah, that's my plan for the big video. No guarantee it will actually come out this year, but, that's the main thing. Speaking of big videos, I should probably address the Puss in Boots analysis, like the Last Wish analysis. I'm about 15 minutes into the movie on like 30 pages, and I've been working on it for like 4 months. Chances are the analysis is going to be done in like 2026 or something, so yeah, okay, I'm going very slow with this one, but I want to get it right. I don't care about times. I really don't care. You just have to wait. But I will say, this is, if it'll make you happy to hear this, the Last Wish analysis will never get cancelled. Okay, I've decided that. Even if I decide to just quit YouTube altogether, the Last Wish analysis will be the one video I get out. Just the one. So it's never going to get cancelled. Like, I could be in my mid-20s and still working on it, and I'm still going to get it out. No matter what, it is coming out. It could be next year, the year after, it could be forever away, but it is coming out one day. So yeah, that's about it when it comes to what videos are coming next year. I don't really like promising that this video will come out this year because, plans never always go through. The video could just turn out to be crap or something. It just happens. The only things I am definitely going to be working on are the Last Wish analysis and the Best Animated Feature nominees ranking, but who's to say either of them will come out this year. The rest of the stuff, just take it as it comes, but all you can be sure of is that there will be monthly uploads. That's the gist of it all, and yeah. So that's the update sorted. Let's get to the questions. Now, just because I'm done with Doctor Who doesn't mean that I'm done with answering anything Doctor Who related, because I actually got quite a few Doctor Who related questions on the video, which probably should have expected, seeing as a lot of my OG subscribers are Whovians, and, I had Doctor Who stuff in the thumbnail. But yeah, let's answer the Doctor Who questions first and then I'll get to the film stuff. Glenn Skywalker asks, opinions on the announcement of the Underwater Menace and Celestial Toymaker animated. Also, what 3 stories do you think is next? So, start with Underwater Menace. I do actually own it, but I haven't watched it yet. The only bit I have watched is the epic meme scene. You know the one.
Nothing in the world can stop me now!
So yeah, I can't really give any opinions on it, but it looks pretty good so far. But from what I've seen, it seems like they're trying to take this story seriously, but the campiness is kind of what I like about it, but I can't judge because I haven't seen it yet. As for the Celestial Toymaker, Eowyn the Witch looked better than this shit. As for what Doctor Who stories I think will be animated next, I don't know, just some of the easy ones like Smugglers. The Wheel in Space will probably get done because Cybermen, and I don't know, Space Pirates. Actually, no one will watch the Space Pirates. I don't care about it. Yeah, I don't know. All I do know is that if they look like the Celestial Toymaker animation, I don't want them. Saber asks, what's your favourite Doctor Who episode or story? As well as giving me a nice Christmas message. Thank you very much. Alright, favourite Doctor Who story. I've realised recently this seems to be actually a controversial opinion, but it's stupid, but either way. Favourite Doctor Who story is Blink. And I know there's going to be someone going, oh, it's overrated. It's like, I swear, I can't say I enjoy this story and that's my favourite without someone being like, oh, but it's overrated. It's like, shut up. Just shut up, shut it up. You see why I'm annoyed with the Doctor Who fandom now? But either way, yeah, Blink's my favourite Doctor Who story, and to be honest, it's just kind of everything I want. It's got mystery, it's got cool sci-fi concepts, it's got, you know, scary moments, but it's got funny moments, it's really compelling, it's just the whole shebang. I love watching it. I watch it all the time. It's just, it's amazing. I can't express it enough. It was popular for a reason. Let me still enjoy it, please. The Toymaker's Cat has asked 4 questions, some of which are Doctor related, some of which aren't, so I just figured I'd answer it now. So, first question. Have you seen Clue with Tim Curry? And if so, what's your favourite line? And if you haven't seen it, will you add it to your films for next year? I'll be honest, I can't guarantee films for next year because like a lot of films I want to watch with my parents, and my parents, they have their own films they want to watch, and it's like I can never guarantee anything. It's a nightmare. But yeah, I will put Clue on the watch list and try and get around to it next year because it does look pretty fun. I haven't seen it, if it wasn't obvious, but yeah, I haven't seen it, but it does look really fun, and yeah, yeah, I might as well get around to that. Like a good murder mystery. Yeah, it's got Tim Curry. What more do you want? Have you seen the Cary Grant version of Arsenic and Old Lace? If not, I recommend it as you like old films. No, I haven't heard of it, and to be honest, I hadn't seen it, and I haven't even heard of it until you mentioned it, but I looked up on Letterboxd, and to be fair, it looks quite fun, actually. It looks like the kind of thing I'd enjoy, so I'll put that on the watch list. It's directed by Frank Capra, who did It's a Wonderful Life, so it's probably going to be really good, so yeah, I'll put that on the watch list. Like I said, no guarantee we'll get around to it next year. Alright, the next question was just asking about upcoming Doctor Who content on this channel. The other channel, I've kind of already answered that in the update. Basically, no, because the fandom is poodoo. And finally, if you could bring any Doctor Who novel or audio drama to screen, which one would you choose and why? Now, I haven't seen any of them. I haven't read any of the novels because I'm not really a reader, I'll be honest. But as for the audio dramas, to be honest, a lot of my favourite ones kind of work because they're just audio. You know, Scherzo would be a rubbish TV story, just a white screen for 90% of it. That'd be rubbish. Even Chimes of Midnight is a bit... I admit Chimes of Midnight could work. It's just a bit fantastical. I don't know how they'd be able to pull it off, but I suppose with the higher budget, maybe they could do it. Maybe? Alright, back to the film questions. No one asked, how does it feel being the 3rd best film student? Fuck off. Okay, but they actually asked a serious question, and it was, who is the best movie antagonist in your opinion, and why? Now, I've been thinking about this question since he asked it, because I've been struggling to think of a concrete answer. Because, you know, I kind of defaulted to, like, who I consider to be the scariest ones. It's like, are they really the best? But, yeah, I think they kind of are. So, I can't pick one, so I'm going to say 3. And before I give the 3, I'm going to give my criteria for a good movie antagonist. I think, for me, a good antagonist is, you know, someone who has a personal connection to the hero and, like, links to their themes and stuff. And is also really intimidating. So with that in mind, my three favorite movie antagonists, like these aren't all necessarily villains. Like I mean, okay, they kind of are villains, but like antagonist is probably the best word for to describe them. So first up, Raymond Lamont from The Vanishing. I covered him in a video. I'm still really happy with that video. It's probably the best video I've done this year. So yeah, him, I've covered him before. Next, I'm gonna go for Terence Fletcher from Whiplash. I mean, not only is he scary as hell when he's screaming at Neiman, but he's got such an interesting ideology where it's like, do you side with him or do you not? I don't side with him. I think he's awful, but it's still really interesting to watch. And like I said, he connects with Neiman in ways just is a part of his story, and he's just brilliant. He's got. And the way he manipulates people is just... It's just so well done. He's just so good. And final one, some of you are probably expecting this answer, but Death from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Once again, connects with Puss, the main character, due to being a personification of his fears and anxieties of death. And he's also bloody terrifying, with many of his scenes leaving me on the edge of my seat on my, like, 7th viewing of the film. So, yeah, so recap, Raymond Lamont, Fletcher, Death. They're my 3 favourite antagonists. Can't pick one, so you just pick your favourite and assume that's my favourite. There you go. Friend of the channel, DCS Media, has another 5 questions. So, What movies are you most looking forward to check out in 2024? Now, as I said before, I can't really guarantee what films I watch in the year because parents are annoying. But I do have like a priority 3 films I want to check out. Like more than anything else, I want to check out these 3 films. So I'm just gonna listen. So first of all, 12 Angry Men. Give me a sec. Got the criterion of this film because I really want to watch it. And yeah, I want to watch it because, well, it's one of the most acclaimed films ever. And it's a minimalist film, as in a film which is mostly set in one location. And I really like, these bottle stories. I mean, I love Inside Number 9. I'm one of the 10 people who really likes the Fly episode of Breaking Bad. It's like, I really like dramas which can be told in just one room. And so I'm just really interested to check this out. So yeah, this is definitely one of them. Another one is The Shawshank Redemption. Again, it is one of the most acclaimed films ever. And I don't know, I can't really describe it, but something about it just seems like I'd really like it. It's like I said, but it seems very character driven, and I do just really like character driven stories. And yeah, if it's really highly rated, it must be good. And the final one is the one I'm most looking forward to, Seven Samurai. Now, you all know how much I love spaghetti westerns, and I love the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, these like samurai movies by people like Kurosawa, they were basically the OG spaghetti westerns. Spaghetti westerns are just unlicensed remakes of them. And Seven Samurai, everyone says it's the best of the samurai films. So I feel like I'm going to absolutely adore it because I love spaghetti westerns. And I just really want to watch Seven Samurai. So to recap, the 3 I want to watch are, I'm not going to do the thing again, but basically it's 12 Angry Men, Shawshank Redemption, and Seven Samurai. They're the ones I want to watch the most. What are some of your favourite movie endings? Again, I can't... Yeah, there's so many to choose from. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, epic climax, It's a Wonderful Life, one of the most uplifting things ever. Speaking of uplifting, Ratatouille, that one's just really nice. I ought to mention my favourite film again, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. It's got an epic final fight. Whiplash, it's so high energy and it just ends at the perfect moment. Casablanca is iconic. Parasite, it's amazing. Inception, for goodness sake, Time, it's Hans Zimmer. You can't beat that. Just too many to choose from. Okay, I can't pick. It's just there's a basic list of just some of my favorites. Oh, I just realized there was a Doctor Who question here. Whatever. Thoughts on the Doctor Who 60th anniversary specials? Right. So because this is a Q&A, I'm less likely to get annoying Doctor Who fans disagreeing with me. So I'm just gonna go through it. I'm gonna include the Christmas special as well because why not? So Star Beast, really fun, but very much like trying too hard to be like 2008 and just it's kind of like we've seen it all before, and it lacks something unique about it, but it was still really enjoyable, and Beat the Meep is iconic. Wild Blue Yonder was thrilling and really creepy, but it was really interesting, really, really well done. Just, really, really creative and something completely different. It was, and is a nice rebuttal to the Star Beast, which felt too similar. This one was like nothing we'd ever seen before. The Isaac Newton stuff was pointless though. And the giggle, Neil Patrick Harris is iconic, man. I mean, that scene where he dances to the Spice Girls song is, it's legendary. But I do think it kind of lost its way in the final act and got a bit too complicated, and the bi-generation stuff is... I think for most of it was good, but by the end it just got a bit too complicated. And then the Christmas special, Church on Ruby Road. The plot with the goblins was not that interesting. I like the bit where the Doctor and Ruby sang, but the actual plot itself was just meh. But the character stuff and Ruby's character and the whole foster parent plot line, that was really good. What can I say? I love the fan family trope. Favorite musical soundtrack? I know nothing about musicals. I don't watch musicals, like stage musicals or anything like that. I don't even listen to, I'm rubbish with music. I don't listen to music that much, so I don't have an answer to this question. I mean, I suppose there's a few musical films I've seen which have good soundtracks, like Moana and The Prince of Egypt. I guess they're technically my favourite musical soundtracks, but yeah, I don't know musicals, I don't know music, just... I'm not the guy to ask for those kinds of questions. And goals for 2024. Well, my goals for 2023 were to try and be more sociable, and I think I've achieved that goal. And I guess the goal for 2024 is just sort of an add-on to that. Try and be more sociable with people and talk about topics which aren't just films. I've noticed I can't seem to hold a conversation with someone unless it's about films, so I need to find new topics to talk about with people, so yeah, I think that's what I need to work on the best. Another friend of the channel, Critpic, asked a few questions as well, I think 4 questions. And first one he said was, with the success of your Puss in Boots retrospective, are you planning on doing any more like it in the future? Now, I don't know whether he's saying more Puss in Boots content or more retrospective content, but I'm going to assume he means more retrospective content. Maybe. I've got a few ideas of franchises I would like to cover in a retrospective, most notably the Rambo movies and the Final Destination movies. However, it's entirely possible I may not do them as a retrospective and just cover one of the films, because out of the 2, I'm most interested in covering First Blood from the Rambo movies and Final Destination 2 from the Final Destination movies. So, yeah, I may do them as a retrospective, I may just cover the one film and talk about the others in, like, less detail, but potentially. I'm not going to do any videos which are, like, multi-medium, though, like talking about a movie and a TV show or anything like that, because I don't really have any other instances like it. And I think I may just avoid TV shows as a whole, because I can't cut things down, I can't keep things short, and TV shows are already long as is, and yeah, it's a whole thing, so yeah, I can't talk about TV shows. Do you have any favourite YouTubers, film and otherwise? Well, I'll start with the otherwise before we get into the film stuff. I say the main, like, non-film YouTubers I watch at the moment are the Runaway guys, and, you know, and also Chuggaconroy to, you know, as, like, a branch off from that. I don't know, Emil, John and Tim just brighten my day, they crack me up, they are just so good. I'm not much of a gamer, but those 3 can make me they just entertain me so much. They are just a joy to watch, I love them so much. And, you know, even then, you know, branch off to Chuggaconroy, like I said, I'm not a gamer, but the games he plays are the few games I actually play. And he's just really informative with his videos, isn't just a generic gamer. He knows what he's talking about, he knows all the secrets, and he's really entertaining. It's just, yeah, I love these guys so much. That's some of my favourites. But honestly, most YouTubers I watch now are film YouTubers. I don't really have many which aren't. I mean, I suppose I watch some furry YouTubers, but that's about it. Oh shit, wasn't meant to say that on camera. But yeah, as for film YouTubers, I'm purposely not going to mention anyone who I know watches my channel, because if I mention one person, I'll feel the need to mention everyone, and it's the whole thing. I don't want people to feel left out. So I'm just going to mention people who I know for a fact don't watch my videos, just to, you know, be fair. So, yeah, there's some I watch. I watch a bit of Karsten Runquist, watch a bit of Eddache. Yeah, I'll watch some, but I'd say the main one is probably, as a lot of you could probably guess, Schaffrillas Productions. His videos are obviously a massive inspiration for me. I mean, I like to hope my videos aren't too much of a carbon copy of his, but yeah, he was definitely an inspiration for me. He was kind of what got me into doing film content in the first place. And, you know, he's the one who first introduced the whole, like, meme transitions for, like, a ranking video, but, yeah, like, I like to hope me doing the same thing isn't too much of a copy, because I use different clips, so... But yeah, if my channel seems like a rip-off of it, that's kind of why, but... No, he's just, you know, one of my favorite YouTubers. All of his videos are really detailed. He's not too, like, negative, yeah, but when he is, it's always with rational thought and everything. And, you know, he's just really well done. His analysis videos are really thorough. The Whisper of the Heart video he did recently is one of my favorite videos from all of YouTube in 2023. And yeah, it's just really good. He's easily my favorite. What inspired you to do videos in the first place? Well, it's kind of like different inspirations for different periods, but for, like, starting YouTube altogether, I just watched a lot of YouTube and was like, I want to do that. And then the early videos were basically just a rip-off of what YouTubers I watched at the time, like a bit of Nathaniel Bandy, a bit of Stampy, which, to be fair, I do still watch them now. And, well, maybe not Stampy, seeing as he's kind of done with his videos. Oh, but let me tell you, his final Lovely World video, oh man, that was... I got kind of emotional, not gonna lie. But yeah, it's basically just kind of inspired by what YouTubers I watched at the moment and just kind of ripped them off. And then as it went on, it's like the pandemic hit. That was kind of when I tried YouTube, like, properly, made more regular videos, and it was largely Doctor Who videos, just because in the lockdown a lot of people were doing Doctor Who videos because they had nothing else to do, and it's just inspired by a lot of creators. A lot of them I've either stopped doing YouTube or they're shitty people, but yeah. That's what I was inspired by. And then with the film content, it was just, you know, channels like Schaffrillas Productions and whatnot. It's just basically what inspires me to do videos is just whatever channels I'm watching at the moment, basically. Is there anything about the YouTube film critic community that you don't like? Yes. Negativity. Okay, not negativity. I got nothing wrong with people being, like, negative about a film. Criticism is good. You're allowed to be negative about a film. You're allowed to dislike a film which is popular. That's all good. The problem I have is, like, brain dead negativity. You know, people just dissing something because it's popular, but with no proper like reasons for it. Just like, this thing's popular, therefore it's bad. And especially the, like, alt-right lot who, like, you know, like Nerdrotic and The Critical Drinker and Battlestrike. I know he doesn't really do film stuff, but yeah, them lot, like, they're just like, oh, something's woke because it's got a woman in it or a black man. It's like, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. No one cares. And actually, no. The sad thing is people do actually care about their opinion, but don't, because they're awful. They can't criticize to save their life. They just blindly say, like, oh, box ticking, woke. If you use the word woke unironically, you're a bad person. Okay, maybe that's a bit harsh, but just don't. It's a terrible word, and it's lost all meaning now. No one knows what it actually means. It's just a buzzword to put down diversity, even though diversity is good, and people just are just stupid, just brain, like, making 6-hour essays saying that the Rise of Skywalker is awful just because it has a woman in it, and it's like, there's other reasons for why Rise of Skywalker is awful, and why are you doing a 6-hour essay on why Rise of Skywalker is awful? We all know why it's awful, we don't need to hear it for the 50 bajillionth time. Just do something else with your life. Talk about a film which people need, which, you know, an underrated film. Just stop being so brain dead and negative. Sorry, I got really passionate here. It's just brain dead negativity. That's what I'm saying. And the alt-right lot saying things are woke. That's what I hate. Don't know how this happened, but after I finished recording the main bulk of this video, I realized that I actually forgot a few questions. Don't know how. I guess I'm just an idiot. I mean, I am tired. It is the end of the year, so let's answer them now. FlushGamer14 asks if I have any New Year's resolutions, and I kind of already answered that question earlier when I said, you know, what my goals for 2024. And it was basically, you know, trying to be more sociable with people with stuff which isn't film related, and yeah, that's pretty much what you can consider to be my New Year's resolution. And I was able to keep my one last year, so I'll be able to keep this one this year. It's certainly a lot more manageable than go to the gym or something like that. And then he asked, what films do I find underrated? And yeah, I could go on for days about the films which, you know, people don't talk about enough. I mean, it's decently popular, but not as popular as it should be. You know what I mean? But I think I'm going to go over some films which get, like, a bad rap and are just underrated because people diss them. So, you know, obviously I've talked about, like, Cars beforehand. That's definitely one of them. I'd argue that The Shape of Water is pretty underrated because people kind of write it off as, you know, the fish sex film, even though it is actually really, really good underneath that. And, just remember another one. Tomorrow Never Dies, the James Bond film. Why that has such a low rating on Letterboxd, I will never understand, because it is genuinely one of the best ones. Definitely in my top 5. Watch the film. It's so good, man. And then Alex Man asks, what piece of literature would you like to see adapted into a film or TV show? Now, I don't really read, and at the moment the only books I've been reading are depressing history books like Bloodlands and the Pol Pot book I got for Christmas, so, you know, I don't really read fiction books that much, not as much as you would think, so it's kind of hard for me to answer that question. I would have said Percy Jackson, because the movies are crap and I love the books, but I've realised, I only recently found out that that's actually getting a new adaptation, like I think it's like a Disney Plus show or something, so chances are I'll probably still be crap, but, you know, I know it's getting a new adaptation, so I can't really answer that. But out of stuff I've read, I think I'm going to say Lord of the Flies. Now, there has been a film adaptation before, 2 of them in fact, but one of them was quite old, you know, a long time ago, and the 90s film is god-awful. I hate that film. But I'd like to see, like, a modern interpretation of it. Not, like, a modern interpretation, like, set in the modern day. Like, you know, it should still be set in, like, the 40s or 50s. But you could tell, like, new like, you can expand upon the original story in the modern climate, and it'll be really interesting. And, honestly, I just want to see a good version of the story, because I've read the book, I've read it for school, and it's a great story, but I hate William Golding's writing style. It's all over the place, really messy. I do not like it. So I'd like to see an adaptation of Lord of the Flies which just is functional and isn't a crap movie and isn't all over the place like the original book. So yeah, I'm gonna say Lord of the Flies. Okay, that's it for the questions I missed. Sorry, you two. I wasn't trying to miss you on purpose. It's just, I'm just a dunce, okay? Right, go back to seated me. And the final question comes from another friend of the channel, Toby Coleman. And he's asking, how would you recommend getting into movies? Well, this is a bit of a tough question, because there's so many films, but yeah, alright, I'll try my best. So I think the one thing to do is just kind of figure out what you like. And once you figure out what you like, you can go from there. I mean, for instance, why am I watching Seven Samurai? Because I know I like the kind of spaghetti western films, and samurai films are quite similar. So you just need to watch a lot of stuff, just sort of trial and error, what you like and don't like, and then you can figure out how to go from there. And I think also sticking to a few directors is quite good, because you can watch a lot of films and then see their different the different genres they attempt. I feel like Steven Spielberg is a really good director to get onto and go from there, because he's got such a wide variety of films. He's got big popular blockbusters, he's got human dramas, he's got the whole shebang. He's got good films, he's got bad films, he's got like I said, I know people are going to say, oh, you're copying Schaffrillas again because he said Steven Spielberg's a good gateway, but it really is. He's not wrong. Steven Spielberg is a good gateway, so I recommend just looking at his filmography, watching some there, not just the blockbusters, some of his more, I guess you say, intellectual films and emotional films, and yeah, you can see what you like and don't like, and then just sort of go from there. Check out genres if you like action. Try experimenting a bit with the action, with action comedies or action dramas or older action films, I know Avengers of Robin Hood. Definitely check out older films as well, because just don't leave older films in the dust, and I don't know, just experiment a bit. This is a really rambly answer, but it's kind of hard to really say. Just try, just watch films. I think that's the best answer. Just watch a film and then see how you think of it, and then just go from there. And that's it for this end of year video. A bit of an update, bit of a Q&A. Got very passionate about some of the questions, and yeah, that was a video. As I said, I rubbish without a script, so this video was a bit rambly. Sorry about that, but either way, it was nice to just talk to the camera for a bit. And yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow for the first proper video of 2024, and I hope we have a great year. I hope you have a great year. Happy New Year, everyone. Take care. Goodbye.